What's going on? I hope you all are good. So, this interview came out during Star Wars Celebration and I know many people have covered it. I've been wanting to cover it for so long now, but I've just never come around to it. But honestly, we just have to talk about it. This interview has been on my mind ever since Star Wars Celebration, as it's just terrible. In fact, I've got 2 interviews here for you guys, which you've most likely already seen, but we need to go over it again just to realize how bad they really are. Let's watch these clips from these interviews and it will tell us exactly what to expect from the Acolyte show.
She has been a lifelong Star Wars fan and now has the unique honor of bringing fans their first
Watch
look
this.
at the High Republic era in live action
Instantly.
with the brand new Star Wars series, The Acolyte. Here to talk about it is executive producer Leslye Headland.
Now watch what she does instantly, watch what she says. The first thing that comes out of her mouth. This has bugged me ever since I first saw this interview. I'm finally making a video because this is ridiculous. Many of you have seen what she says already. And we all know what she's like. We all know the agenda she pushes.
Talk about an entrance. That was a catwalk. That was fashion show worthy.
Yeah, I just try to treat everything as if we're on RuPaul's Drag Race. That's kind of like my...
Yeah.
Just work the runway, work the runway.
That is perfect.
You worked that runway.
Yeah, that was just great. You know, that's exactly the type of thing we need at a Star Wars event. A blatant gender pushing statement. What does that even have to do with Star Wars? Absolutely nothing. But we already know what she's like. We know exactly what she's going to put into the Acolyte series. And this is why I have no faith in the show. Now, for most of you who don't know what she's like, probably thinking that I'm over-exaggerating. But all that you need to do is do some research on her for 5 minutes. And you'll find out exactly why this is a problem. Because this is her whole identity. She cannot talk about anything else other than the agenda that Hollywood is pushing. So unfortunately, of course, this is going to factor into the show. And she's going to put a lot of this stuff into the show. In fact, we kind of already have proof for that. Let's get on to the next video clip.
Can we talk a little bit about the characters that you're playing in the Acolyte?
Let's see if what she says is accurate to
keep it
Star
biggish.
Wars and makes sense.
Jody, can you tell us about your character?
Okay, well, let me try to talk about this without getting fired or murdered. So my character, you know, she's a powerful leader. She's a powerful leader. Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
In a very woman-centered world, which I was very excited to kind of be in that, because I feel like Star Wars is very like patriarchal, so it was kind of cool to have like
absolutely.
this sort of woman-centered figure.
Woman-centered, yeah. Well, we've never seen that before, that's going to be new.
And
Woman-centered.
she's really sort of going through a struggle, because I mean, that's Star Wars, right? Like, we're going through a struggle.
Oh yeah.
She's really kind of like...
Going for a struggle like Rey did.
In this sort of quandary, and that's sort of her journey, is to kind of go through this struggle between 2 ideas.
Very nice.
We're gonna leave that one right
Yeah,
there.
the crowd didn't even understand.
In my heart, I know Leslye is somewhere. She's
I know, I'm looking around for her, like, you know, such an actor, like looking around, like, is it okay? Did I do good?
Now, Rebecca, can you tell us a little bit about
What is going on?
Yes, I play...
I don't care who you play. Look. A woman-centered world. Since when has that ever been Star Wars? When has Star Wars ever been focused on a woman-centered world? When has that ever been brought up? When has that ever been a part of the story? Of course, the first thing she says is strong and powerful for a female character because it has to be said, which would absolutely be fine if it wasn't about an agenda that they're pushing that is so ridiculous. All that we learn as Star Wars fans from these interviews for the Acolyte show is that the actresses don't know what Star Wars is at all. I doubt they've even watched Star Wars, like even a second of it. The director, Leslye Headland, we already know exactly what her past is, the negatives and the... If there is positives, you guys tell me what they are in the comments down below. There won't be any of you to put anything in the comments because we know there isn't many positives. We've got a director that doesn't care about Star Wars and just wants to push the agenda, and we've got actresses that don't know anything about Star Wars either. So this is absolutely going to be a train wreck in my opinion. I don't see it being a good show. I'll be surprised if it's a good show. Kathleen Kennedy knows exactly what she's doing with who she chooses to direct her movies and series, along with what type of story she allows the directors to create. You have to kill off all the best characters, and you cannot make a Star Wars movie that's about Star Wars. The Star Wars part of the Star Wars movie or series is an afterthought. That comes second. That is not priority. We have an agenda to push, and we're gonna push it hard. What made this actress think that that's what the audience wants to hear? The same rubbish that doesn't have any meaning, it doesn't add to storytelling, doesn't make a movie any better, and takes the escapism out of Star Wars, the most escapism type of movie you can ever watch. It's a whole galaxy that feels lived in, that was created by George Lucas, one of the most creative creators that we've ever seen in this industry. And it looks like they have no intention of respecting George Lucas and his story. So yeah, honestly, I just wanted to create this video. I've been wanting to make it ever since Star Wars Celebration came around and we got to see these interviews for the first time. But I just do not want to talk about the rubbish that Kathleen Kennedy wants to push forward, but it's a part of Star Wars and I definitely have stuff to say about it. So at the same time, I do want to talk about it with you guys because we're going through this together as Star Wars fans. Apparently there was a trailer and I saw some shots of it and it did look pretty cool, but a couple of nice looking shots in the trailer is not going to tell me that the show is going to be good, due to the show having the director that it has and the actresses that it has that know nothing about Star Wars and have no intention of knowing anything about Star Wars. Now, could I be wrong about this? Hopefully, I'd love to be, but at the same time, I'm being realistic and going off of the past and everything we've went through so far in a Kathleen Kennedy based Star Wars universe. These interviews for this show just gave us red flags and that's all I got from this. They said the worst things they could have said in these interviews and it seemed like that was their goal because they start off with it straight away, unfiltered. They just go straight into the agenda pushing. But on the positive side, at least we have Dave Filoni, who is creating the Ahsoka show, and he is the apprentice of George Lucas, and he is the second best creator to be a part of Star Wars after George Lucas himself. So I have high hopes for that show, and I believe in Dave Filoni 100%, and us Star Wars fans keep Star Wars alive anyway. We are a great community at the end of the day, so yeah, we're gonna go through this together. We just had Jedi Survivor, which was an amazing game, with an amazing story, with no agenda whatsoever a part of it, which is how it's meant to be, and funny enough, it was amazing. Funny that. A story, a part of Star Wars, that is trying to be a part of Star Wars, that is respecting George Lucas and the universe he created, is great. Who would have thought? Anyways, I hope I've said everything I've been wanting to say ever since I first saw these interviews. Let me know your opinion on these interviews down below. How good do you think the Acolyte will be? Do you believe in it? Do you think it's going to be a good show? Just let me know your opinion on this video down below, and I'll see you on the next one. How you doing, Mary?
Oh, Grease is ready for a bumpy ride.
What?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Man, if you don't, get out my fucking way. No, boss. Oh, what the? Oh, fuck no. Yeah, I'll come back. I'll come back tomorrow. We actually get to go in. Oh, wow. This is where Luke got frozen. No, this is where Han got frozen. Oh, this is cool. What happens if I jump in there? Do I die? Guess we'll never know. Vader, get out. Let's fight. Let's fight, Vader. Come on. This is sad, but you're gonna go out like this. One bullet left, and you're dead. Come on, you're better than this. Come on, give me a real fight. Come on. Okay, B is to dodge. Okay, get used to it again. That's the block. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Okay, he's better with this dude.